Hi, you guys. This is Josie Mays, and he is at ITK, another intro. Yeah, I decided to kind of bring, so we don't get interrupted and take in what we want to do. Of course, I'm going to try to bring my picture out, right? Alright, there you go. Thank you. That's so much better. Well, let's talk about some of the things that happened this week. Of course, we got a little day break. It's allowed to do some little shopping and get things in order for the wonderful long weekend with family, of course, and with friends, and exciting, right? The other day, of course, was a day of practice, but not to the public. Okay? Hey, we want our team to do good, so those private moments is necessary, right? Because we need that one-on-one coaching. It's necessary. And it seems like the coach, of course, Lovely, is so into the first game one because preseason is not necessary. But it will give us some idea of who we're going to keep that's new on the team and who we can kind of store some other way. Everybody's not going to make the team, but so far we want to kind of put everybody in perspective and get everything kind of ratified, right? So, of course, let's move on to our business, and that would be, of course, looking at how we do media. Now, I looked at my tapes. They were okay, and they were informative, and they were thorough, and they were a little comical. But I always have to be a person that like to be careful how I say things because those things are so important. And I wanted to just, instead of being rushed with this one right on into and recording, I want to kind of take my time and bring you the inside of ITK magazine. Of course, my producers have already told me that. Take your time. You like what you're doing, but I see sometimes I kind of scatter, and I want to bring back to what we were talking about with the Michael Sam thing. I was being very much real in what I am and what I say. Something I think I kind of felt I could have kind of really thought about it, but I was really in the heat, and I wanted to make everybody know that race is, is not a decision. Being homosexual is a decision, and we should not, as Christians, be forced to kind of compare that. Because I got kind of agitated, and we do things, and we kind of feel agitated when things are bait, and we look like we're so against the idea of having a gay player. You know, Michael Sam is not one of the first gay players. I have to come back with the information for you, but if you were watching the network, of course, they had, of course, quite a few bios on the very first gay player. So he's not one of the first gay players, let's just say that. But that ever been in the NFL. But I'm just thinking maybe I could have said some things a little bit better. And I do own my own media and I run my own show, but that doesn't mean that I use this platform to offend anybody. So that's not me. That's not the way I do things. And when we reflect on stuff like this, talking about Stephanie Smith, I think he was jackass. He says things, and he just really just, and he goes, you ever hate that person, right? They go right away and they go apologize. Well, he's trying to apologize. Well, he got suspended for a whole week. And I thought that some of the things that he said was very much way out of line because whenever you think about domestic violence with this Ray Rice and his wife, all I'm doing is pointing. Because something's wrong. And that's what I'm talking about, people. The devil. The devil is seeking into these relationships that we have, no matter what they are. And we need to do what? Pray. Prayer first. Pray, 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 pray. The devil's rapid, and he's attacking everywhere, which way he can, because that's the way he is. And I know you guys on my day off, I was watching, of course, Tyler Perry, the very final for the season. That's pretty tripped out, right? I'm just waiting to see what's going to become of Judge Pryor, huh? Who knows? And then I finally going to see Hannah get back with Miss Pryor. Their friendship is very, very tender and very genuine. And I'm glad that she's not allowing none of that, this controversy to stand in the way. But the apology was very much at rest on that. And then there's R. Kelly. R. Kelly, you do need to go get some help. I mean, if you don't get caught on doing what you do, you go back to this religious, because you know who God is. And you know your gift that He gives you. But they're saying that there's a saying, and his concept, and he calls together and says, "He's dance for the massive hypocrisy." Okay. And yeah, Ohio stopped it right then and there. Said, "No, you're not going to be a part of this festival." So there's the money right there, right, R. Kelly? You need to get some help, because that sexuality is going way too far, way too far. And then I want to say there was really good to see today. All the 32 teams have this idea of, and they're going to be the one. Why not us, right? It was good to see all of them showcasing their analogy and what they think who is going to be number one. But when we watch the television, well, for us, ITK, we're not going to be on the television. We're basically going to be on the scene. We're speaking on the scene. Don't forget Friday, you guys, those who are down here in Tampa. You want to be at Lee Stadium. I don't know how they're going to do that, because there's numerous thunderstorms, okay? Let me just do this right quick. Numerous thunderstorms heading in our direction, and about to town where you at for these family nights. And I don't know if the stars going to come out at night or what, but I just want everybody to take cover. I'm pretty sure, talking with the Tampa Bay organization, they're going to work out something. And I'm pretty sure they want their fans to come down and be able to be safe. And we want our players to be safe too. So that's one thing I was glad to see that too. That Lovey, they had a private practice today. It was a good day. It was a nice, sunny day, clear day. And to see them get on hit the field and be able to do some stuff like that. But yeah, these thunderstorms, see that thunderstorm right there? That's lightning right there. But we have to be very careful. There they go again. No, that's just a crazy thing. I think I forgot that. But anyway, animated, y'all. It's all about that. We have to be very careful, because these thunderstorms are very much around us, and we want to be safe. But it's going to be from 5 to 10 Eastern time. So basically, around the country, those who are on the central or around us, we will probably end it early to you guys. It will be 5 to 10 where we are. So it's Eastern time. Because we're on the East Coast, and I'm pretty sure God is going to give us some kind of, here you go, some kind of, that's the Statue of Liberty right there. That's right there. Yeah, it's not us, but I guess a peaceful night. Let's see about this. That's probably us. The Ferris wheel. And then there's, what would be very nice if we can actually just be up under the lights. Like, there you go. There you go. See that? All around us. And we can get that leg that we deserve. Okay? I like this little capture thing, right? Because I can actually take my time. I see 8:29. Well, with the, of course, and I love this. See, I love those. That's just the party sign. But back to, look at that. I don't even need this. I don't need that. Let's get back to my scene. That was fun. But we have to be weary of the thunderstorms. So we're going to kind of work it out so the fans and the players and everybody, have a good time. So, come on down anyhow. Watch the weather. And they may cancel, they may not. They'll probably have some time, maybe indoor things. We work on it. Okay? So you guys still come out. It's still Friday, and we're going to kick the dang old thing off. And I was getting ready to curse. Yeah, I was. I was going to get ready to curse. I'm just curbing that because I fast, I pray. And I look back at some of my stuff. I mean, you just look at where your life is at. And you want to kind of change it. You want to be better. All for you guys on their own. They got my girl Brandy, kicking it with her. And she has, my favorite, Cicely Tyson is going to have her bio tip. Oh, wow. That's something I'm going to be tuning in, and I hope you guys tune in with me. And don't forget the Hall of Fame. This is the Hall of Fame week. So we got our very first game, preseason game, the Buffalo Bills and the New York Giants. So everybody's going to be tuning in on the television. Now that's where we have to be on television. We already have a location, and we're going to highlight from here. We're not going to go nowhere else. But it's going to be worth it. We're going to have pretty food, chips, wings, stuff like that. And we do all kinds of family things for my family. We pretty much stable, very stable. I got my white on it. I'm going to tell you, I just wanted to look nice for the camera. But yeah, I'm going to be change my look right now. Actually, because of it wasn't really necessary being a part of the scene, and there was a lot of people, and I felt I wasn't getting dirty anymore. So I just said we could get one on one. Oh, what about Jay Z? Okay, I just want to tell y'all right now. They need to put all the stories about Rihanna. Maya already told you guys she's not messing around with Jay Z from her own mouth. And why? It's a good thing we have Carter at the scene and going to church. That's where everybody needs to be at. No matter what the situation is, go to church. Even if you are on a different level that you feel that, go to church. If you stay in the church, God will give you the answer that you need to and you deserve. Okay? Because that's that's where he wants us to go. We gotta go back to him. And I'm pretty sure God has not counted you out. Yeah, I could say some things. I could be crazy. But you gotta admit that was really, I was something of the coming, of the making of me. To let you guys know where I stood as a person and as a being. You know, no, I'm a happily married woman, and I don't kind of. I teach my children, how do you react? How do you react to certain things and certain change? Change is gonna come because we allowed it already, and so therefore, with that in mind, you have to kind of do well with everything. But truly, not much in the news, but people divorcing, right? Ray Rice was a standout because I'm glad they kind of diligently going at it with the league and everything. Everybody's looking for something big out of it. That couple's going to fight. Me and my husband, we have our tits and tats, but I think that when we come back to centerpiece, that we love each other. And that's one thing, Ray Rice, if you're listening, you got to come back to that centerpiece and say, hey, is she worth loving? You know, because that's what truly matters in this relationship, in most relationships. Do you truly love each other, and do you see yourself going beyond this relationship? If you can do that, then you made it over, and that's all that matters. Um, but truly, enough said on that. Um, my children, I definitely make sure they know that you married for love. Someone asked me, what would have happened if my child decides he wants a different life, alternative life? I would love him still. I would. I would love my child still. I have to accept him and pretty much ordain him to be whatever, knowing that he has a relationship with God. But I will always love my child. I will never change that love for my child or that sense of loving him. But they deserve every bit of your life. And in return, it's the same way with my children. It's a lot of love that I teach my children. We teach our children. And then that God is. He's the centerpiece of our life. So, no matter what the devil tried to do, you always stay strong and hold on to God's unfailing hand. Well, as I've said here, you guys, this is Josie Mavers, and this has been another Insider Life Today magazine. Pick up a copy if you haven't picked it up, and I'll be back to you tomorrow when practice starts from 2 to 4:30. I'm going to sign out now, and I'm glad you guys decided to see the subtle part of me, too. I could be crazy, too, but this is the subtle part of me. This is really how Josie Mavers really is and how she feels, too. I can be other girls, too. I can be crazy. But sometimes controversy is just crazy. It makes you crazy. And I hope everybody gets themselves together and the combination. Oh, did you see Nicki Minaj Anaconda? photo. I was gonna pull it up, but girl, what were you thinking? My mother would kill me if she saw me like that. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, you guys. And this is another IT Game site.